And during that time, I traveled the world. So it seemed like I was in space alone because no one was traveling. Many of the jets, you have to keep a jet in the air if you know anything about what that means in space. And so it was jetting around the world almost alone. People were shut down and was not moving anywhere. But some of us believed in the God energy within us and the life force of our ancestors. So we had to take a journey for the 3 years. I traveled extensively during those 3 years. During that time, Creator allowed me to write between the hours of 3 to 6 reflections. You can call it prayers, or you can call it the spoken word, since I'm the Queen Mother of hip hop. 50th anniversary Boogie Down the Bronx is on. And I say that to you, prayers, spoken word, but I was able to write the book in 33 days, and it has been launched and left as a gift for women, empowering women. I say that because mothers are nurturers. It's a natural thing, we are nurturers. Because we hold the womb that bore life. And saying that, this is the year of the mother. And some of us will be watching over 30 some years ago. The male child, the black male child, is on it. You'll be hearing what they have forged for our children, yet not born, is taking place. And you can go out and see it, what they've been doing from Wall Street. We were able to do this year, raise the flag of the African Union, where our ancestors were sold, where I come from in New York City. And I say that to say from Black Wall Street, memorializing our ancestors in Tulsa. Some of us were there, and you might have heard that some of the elders wanted to go to Africa over the age of 100. I presented to them spiritually from the Royal Court of Harlem, Kente cloth, and I presented and gave it to the elders on a wagon. And the elders said they wanted to go to Africa. So they have gone to Ghana. The journey of returning home is happening quietly, the Underground Railroad. When you think of African male, the seed of a family, the divine light family, you have to think of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. I studied under him as a Fulbright of self-reliance, education. I'm a man who happens to be a leader, and it was good that I'm hearing about some of us want to run for office to be leaders in our community. You must take that position if you're going to have control of your children. They are running wild because Queen Mother Moore would say, we are suffering from psychoneurosis. I was with Queen Mother Moore for about 20 years with a 4th grade education coming out of Philadelphia to a place called Harlem. In Harlem, the Royal Court exists because the women like Queen Mother Audley Moore, she believed in education. She would say, what time of day is it? What's the hour of the day? It's about learning and training and developing the skills of our children so they can take their position in life. Queen Mother Moore made it clear they owe you for the greatest crime ever committed against the people. And the word is reparation. She said, children, go get your money. And then you can develop and be in control of your lives and move away from the psychoneurosis that we're suffering from as a people. She was very clear with the 4th grade education, where we are as a people. Some of us have had the opportunity of moving through the systems, whatever system that may be. And doing so, you're able to twist your mind from left to right, right to left. And it's nothing but jargons while you're doing so. Some of us has been chosen, I say chosen, to have gone to the institution of education or higher learning. Some of us had the opportunity of going to what we call black institutions, born out of the Deep South. And if you had that opportunity, most of you would be the children from the slave master house. And then you have the field Negro children that looks like me. And so when you didn't have the opportunity, some of us being field Negro children, because our mamas decide to commit suicide first instead of allowing his bloodline to touch her of the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade. It's very deep if you're going to study. Ain't gonna worship the water no more. Ain't gonna touch the water no more. The water is deep of the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade. The time has come, if you're speaking of educating a child, you first have to take that child home to the soil of Mother Africa. It's time to go home. Grab that little girl or little boy, that grandchild, that niece, extended great-great-grandchild. Take that baby home. That baby will learn things about the land based on the innate gifts God has given that baby. Of who first, who you are. Educate the child about what? Watch the children that play in the parks. Anywhere in Philly, anywhere in New York and Harlem. And they're learning all day long. It's about what they are learning, what they're keeping for themselves, and what they're throwing off without us. So God has the creator has planted in their own consciousness what they want to hold on to and what they want to get rid of. We're not going to leave it by chance. Rote learning is important for some of us. Formal and informal education for all of us. We learn from each other and we learn from society itself, because none of us live in isolation. None of us. So we're learning all day long from each other. Constantly tell the young people as I'm engaging with them, I love learning and I'm eager to learn, but I want you to do the same. Your way of learning may be different from mine, but just learn. Just learn. And with that, I think it's important that we capture the culture of learning. We are people of a culture. So, everybody want it. Everybody wants soul. Soul is a part of educating a child. Let him know who he is. And once you've done that, watch that child blossom like you don't have to keep telling the child nothing. They keep going anyway, with you or without you. They ain't waiting for you now. And if you're dealing with the high sciences, the Sphinx and the pyramids are waiting for them. Don't deny them that experience. Take them. And the reason why I'm saying that, keep your eyes open of some black men. They are bad black men. And they're on Wall Street, and I want you to take a peek what they are doing about nurturing of the future, futuristic of understanding of the high sciences, if you're not speaking about economic and wealth. And from Wall Street is called, and I want you to go out and look. That's why it took me a little time getting here tonight. Mama Gail was the kingdom of Kush. I want you to go out on your phones and find out what we're doing for ourselves. And the black male is taking the lead on it, which he's supposed to do. He is the warrior of the family. And let us not misunderstand his role in life. And that will never change in the womb of a mother. Because the mother will feel what all that means. If you really understand what it means about love and what it means about rolling into the phenomena of sex. The Queen Mother is over 80 now. And there is some beauties within our family. We must not allow no one to destroy the conscience of our children yet not born. It is our duty. It is our duty. And we know, we in the know, we have the light. They waiting for us. I'm running around the UN for 54 years waiting for y'all to show up and show out. And finally, in Geneva, over 600 African descendants went to Geneva to talk about the African descendants of what we want. And And the world is listening to us. I think they're going to gather in New York in May. Closer. It's only an hour and a half by train because I'm just coming from there. Everybody should be on the train when they make that announcement. The world is waiting for you. Waiting for you. What you waiting for?
Come on.
They're waiting for you. There are some decisions will never be made without you. You are civilization. You are the first learners. You are the first teachers. Engage in this conversation. I had to jump up and sue the Board of Education at Martin Luther King School in New York of miseducating our children. How we dare allow that to happen with our brain that you talked about so eloquently in this room.
Come on.
Left to right, right to left. You in the know. But what's up? Just what's up? And we are allowing anyone dog our children, misuse and abuse them. It is us. Look at us. We have no right to do that. Take the high road. Royal kings and queens, men and women of dignity, women and men in the know because the Creator has set you so. Use it. And I repeat to you, the world is waiting for you. I brought a gift for all of you to enjoy, which I am instilled as a Queen Mother. Where is Mama Gail? This is coming out of Ghana as a big meaning, but this is for all of you gathering here at the dedication of quality education for our children and a quality space for the learning to take place and to be together as a family and say, Mother,
Yes, ma'am.
I just came and I didn't want them to step away without this gift that was brought to Queen Mother. I'm just coming back from Turkey. I'm sure you all heard about what's happening there. And I'm just coming back and before all of that took place. And other countries, as I've been traveling not only to Africa, but that is the gift that was sent. Royalty of Ghana, Shanti Kingdom, hand delivered to me to bring to the family. And this is the unity of our family, moving together with meaning is what this all means. And congratulations to you,
This is for me?
Mama Gail, for your room,
Thank you.
for your
Take
space.
this off. I don't have my teeth, but I'm taking this off.
Don't worry about that. For the space that you have created for the community, all the work that you have done. And Queen Mother had to come. I'm on my way to Latin American countries because indigenous people are in Latin countries, but I had to leave folks to get here tonight to be with all of you. And I just want to say thank you for allowing Queen Mother to spend time with you. And you can go out and find some of my book's a reflection that I do when the Spirit say to do. Please write and tell your stories. Leave it as a legacy for the children. Tell your stories. I heard stories in it tonight. And I'm like, who is getting the stories down? Or what's happening in the schools and what's going on, and how do we think and feel and act upon it? Tell the story to the children so in that way they know you love them, always love them. They don't know if they're being miseducated.
That's a fact.
If you don't leave it and drop it, as I tell them, I usually drop the mic. I usually drop the mic. Drop the mic. They understand what that means. Especially when you're unfolding and imparting your knowledge and experiences to them. You are the great teachers that the children are looking for. You are they, right in this room. I don't know what y'all talking about. I was a little confused when I came in the door. What they, he, she, they. Excuse me? We ain't got time for that. Come on now. You done raise everybody else's children. Time to raise your own. Everybody, child you done raised. When they walk up on me, they looking for my titty. And come on, mama. I'm like, what you looking for? What you want from me? We have taken care of everybody. Everybody. And the world is looking for you. You African descendant, y'all are bad. And I say bad, I mean good bad. Good bad. Y'all are bad folks.
Yes, we are.
The world knows that. It's a good secret in the boardrooms. It's a secret in the boardroom. And I leave with all of you. May the Divine One continue to lead and guide us. Keep us on the sacred path of life. Just keep us on it. And everything is in divine order. This is not by chance tonight that you all been chosen to be in this room. You could have been many places. There's a football, basketball, handball, whatever is going on right now. But you are here for a reason and a season that you are here. Awesome time we living in. Awesome. What's happening? The Underground Railroad is working. Mama Gail.
All this time.
Underground Railroad is working. So blessing upon all of you. And just keep Queen Mother in your conscience as I continue to be engaged with the world and sharing my divine family with the rest of the world when they see me. Blessings and Ashe, Ashe.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. No. You gotta take that back.
Right on time.
You was here on time. You told us we was here, you came too. And we are so grateful. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence. And hopefully we will do as you have instructed. She gave us all instructions, so we have to follow those. Then you go to the next level.
And our male child, I keep kicking them. They bad.
Yes.
I'm trying to be one of those bad black
They
men.
have to execute some of y'all. You understand? They have to. It's so powerful. So powerful. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
we as the nurturers have to say, enough is enough. We just can't keep killing our male child.
Come on.
Our seed. We just can't continue to do that to us. But you're bad, that's all I can say. What a gift to the world is who you are. Blessings.
I heard Malcolm. When he went to the United Nations, he said he was going to take the case to the United Nations, and he was hooking up the king. That's why they had to go. But I heard Malcolm all through you, and that's what the Spirit kept saying. This is what Malcolm was trying to do.
Peace and love, family. My name is Andrew Carter Bay. I lived in the North Philly section of the city for a long time. I'm only 24 years old. I'm the youth. That's how I feel. I feel I'm the leader of that class. So when I hear y'all speaking about how we can affect the youth, I feel like I had to stand up and say something because I'm here to represent them. Because I was just in school a couple years ago. So I graduated from Simon Gratz in 2019. So football team and all that. But what I had realized, because before coming back to Philadelphia, I used to live in Maryland. I used to live on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I experienced so-called racism on a firsthand many times. We had race riots in school. In 2018, 2017, these are recent years. So I had to take time, my family went through some turmoil, and I had to take time out of school, and I moved back to the city of Philadelphia. I took a year off from school and I went to work. When I went to work, I ran into some really good brothers in the city of Philadelphia who put me onto some knowledge that led me to what you see I am today. I'm a Moorish American Muslim. This is my fez, this is my national headdress. If you don't know what a Moorish American is, we are descendants of Moroccans and born in America. But coming back to Philadelphia and going back into the school system after I left the school system already and was taught and then went to a higher school of learning, I was like a man amongst boys. So I was able to see things a little differently at that time. And beneath surface, no, it's not just reading and writing that we should be focusing on. It's, first of all, we should be talking about history. Because without history, you don't even know how to read or write. You don't even know the language, you don't even know the transliteration of the language that you speak in. Without history, a mastermind can retrace his steps backwards through the ages of time, thus they know. So we must learn history, and that's all parts, not neglect one part of your ancestry neither. Yeah, we definitely Africans, but we everything on this planet. So it's time that we need to dig deep. I'm behind you, brother, in your campaign, 100%. You wanna know why? Because he was the one that said, I'm gonna step up and do it. So why we reinventing the wheel? Why we gonna reinvent the wheel? Don't nobody go run against them. Get behind them, all of us. We have to. He's in this room, I'm in this room, we're all in this room for a reason, just like y'all already said. So it's about time that we dig deep. We need to change the curriculum of the school system. That's really important. You just teaching them how to read and write and making sure they can read and write. That sounds more like You just trying to get by. It sounds like the